Welcome to Sports Banner. This is Bryce, and I'm joined by Luca. And today we're doing Fastlane predictions. It's 7 matches. It's, as you can see on the screen, Sunday, March 21st. So, tomorrow. And yeah,
Yeah,
Luca, you want to get right into this?
definitely. Let's start. Well, let's see how Wikipedia has it ordered up. We are starting with a tag team match for the women's tag team championship belts. It's the belt holders Nia Jax and Shayna Baszler versus Sasha Banks and Bianca Belair. Bryce, who do you think's gonna win this?
Okay, correct me if I'm wrong. Didn't this happen like a pay-per-view or two ago? I feel like
It
this
happened on
exact match happened, but without
I believe it
Reginald.
happened on Royal Rumble. I think it happened on Royal Rumble. I'll check it.
Because I feel like I've heard about this match already, and I said Nia Jax and Shayna Baszler would win, and
No,
they
no, no.
still
It
will.
was Nia Jax and Shayna. It was Nia Jax and Shayna Baszler versus Asuka and Charlotte Flair.
Okay, well, same deal. Shayna Baszler and Nia Jax win. I mean, Sasha Banks and Bianca Belair are fighting each other at WrestleMania. I don't get why they would win the tag belts.
Um, in typical um, WWE fashion, you could easily have Sasha Banks and Bianca win this, and then
Hmm.
they lose the belts on a random date. Um, but I agree. I think the obvious choice is Nia Jax and Shayna win retaining the belts. So I'm just gonna go with that.
Hey, but I
Um,
caught up with the Reginald thing because I was like, why is he with Nia Jax and Shayna Baszler? Dude, it's so stupid.
mhm. Why is he? I don't even know why he's with them.
It's a whole thing with him and Sasha Banks, and then getting fired by Carmella, and then getting rejected by Sasha Banks. Then Nia Jax and Shayna Baszler wanted him, and they went on a shopping spree. It's cringe.
Oh, okay. You've lost me. Yeah.
Yeah.
Um, next. I'm gonna save the next match for last because that's most likely gonna be the main event.
Okay.
Um, let's go to Big E versus Apollo Crews. This is for the WWE Intercontinental Championship, which Big E is the belt holder for that. Preference. This match has happened before. They've been feuding with each other for a while now.
Hmm.
So yeah, Bryce, who do you think's gonna win?
I think Big E's gonna win. Although Apollo Crews has a new gimmick, and I know nothing about it except apparently he has more personality, which that's what he needs. I still think Big E's gonna
Hmm.
win. Big push for Big E.
I think the match that I saw these two go against each other on, Big E retained the belt, and that preference, I'm gonna say Apollo Crews is gonna win. I'd rather Big E win, but I think Apollo Crews is gonna win and get the belt.
I mean, it's
Um,
possible.
yeah, it is, and in all honesty, I don't care too much about this match,
Yeah,
but
no, me
if they can
neither.
make me care about it, that's the beauty of wrestling. Is by the time it ends, I might end up loving the match. You never
Yeah.
know what's gonna happen. Um, next is a no holds barred match between Drew McIntyre and Sheamus. They're going against each other. It's not like a tag team. I don't know why I worded it like that. Bryce, who do you think's gonna win this no holds barred British or UK match? Not
Well, I
British.
think that it's kind of like an unofficial number one contenders match for the WWE Championship. I
Yeah,
feel like the
I
winner of this match
agree.
is gonna face Bobby Lashley at WrestleMania
Yep,
for the title. So I
yep.
think Drew McIntyre is gonna win this one. Although I think it's gonna be one of the matches of the night.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think this is gonna be very, very good. It's probably gonna be Sheamus's best match in a long time. Um, And yeah, I totally agree with you on Drew McIntyre winning and that he'll be going against Lashley at WrestleMania. Now, what could happen is it's gonna be a triple threat match: Lashley, McIntyre, and Brock
I
Lesnar.
thought you were gonna
Has
say the
gotta
Miz.
happen. Oh, I would take that too. I want the Miz to get it back,
I
dude.
don't
Oh my
think
gosh.
that's
But
gonna happen though.
I, I think Bobby Lashley will still have the belt after WrestleMania.
I think they already
That
had
is
two
just a
matches on Raw.
prediction.
Lashley and the Miz.
Did they? Oh,
I think so.
oh well.
They had at least
Oh well,
one.
but I mean, Lashley's a champion's good though. But But yeah, I think McIntyre's gonna win too. But I wouldn't mind a Sheamus dub. Um, moving on to the first intergender match that WWE has done in like over a decade. I think the last time they did it was in 2003 at Armageddon. Yeah, it was Armageddon. Um, this is between Alexa Bliss and Randy Orton. I love Randy Orton.
Hmm.
Alexa Bliss is cool too. I just gotta say that. Yeah, Bryce, who do you think's gonna win?
That's hard. Um, I think
Yeah.
only Alexa Bliss has a shot if I don't know what the deal is with the Fiend. Um,
Mm-hmm.
like I feel like the Fiend, like Bray Wyatt, could come back and make Randy Orton lose. I feel like Alexa Bliss is gonna win.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just gonna say it.
I actually agree. So for everyone that doesn't remember, in at TLC, Randy Orton like lit the Fiend on fire and pretty much killed him. And he hasn't.
Yes.
I don't think he's been on TV since then. So I think this is when he'll come back and they'll set up the Fiend for some big WrestleMania match. Um, it could be another Fiend Orton match, but I sort of doubt that. But yeah, I think the Fiend appears, distracts Orton or something, and Alexa gets the win. Um, two things that I think might happen in this is that first, I think this might be cinematic, and second, I if Alexa Bliss doesn't hit an RKO on Randy Orton, I'm gonna be pissed. I'm
Yeah.
gonna be livid. I need to see that happen. Um, I think Alexa Bliss is like 5 foot, and Randy Orton is how tall is Randy Orton? 6'5". So if she could pull that off, that'd be insane. Um, anyways, moving on to a normal singles match, Shinsuke Nakamura versus Seth Rollins. Bryce, who do
Dude.
you think is gonna win
Dude,
this?
that is gonna be a banger of a match.
Yeah.
I think that could be a match of the night as well. But I think
hmm
ultimately Seth Rollins is gonna pick up the win.
Um, yeah, I agree. Mainly because WWE's just dropped the ball completely with Nakamura.
Yeah.
Um, I love that he's getting this match. We're used to seeing Rollins on every single pay per view, and he deserves it, obviously. But Nakamura, it's like anytime he's on a pay per view now, I'm like, oh, Shinsuke, let's go. Um, I think Rollins is, you know what? Yeah, Rollins will take the dub, but I don't know. They could maybe he's a heel. Maybe Nakamura will get the surprise win. You never know.
You never
And
know.
it's not for anything big. It's not like it's a
Cesaro.
championship match.
Cesaro might be involved though, because Cesaro has been feuding
Oh,
with
because
Seth
Cesaro versus
Rollins.
Rollins Cesaro versus Rollins at WrestleMania is
I,
I
s-
think gonna happen.
I still think that Rollins is gonna win,
Cool.
but yeah,
Yeah, no, I'm going with the Rollins win too. But the Cesaro thing's a good shout out.
yeah, good shout out.
Anyways, moving on. Yeah, it's a good shout out.
Yeah,
Moving on to a singles match for the United States Championship. Mustafa Ali challenging the champion Matt Riddle, whatever you want to call him. Matthew, Riddle, the Riddler. Okay, Bryce, who do you think's gonna win?
give me the Riddler. I think it's gonna be a close one. I mean, I could see
hmm
like Retribution hasn't been the best, so like
yeah, I
putting them
agree.
back on track with Ali winning the United States Championship would be great. But then again, Riddle just won the belt at I think the Royal Rumble,
hmm
so
hmm
I wouldn't see it. I wouldn't see Riddle losing it already.
hmm Um, Riddle actually won it at Elimination Chamber, so it's
Ah,
only been like, so that's even shorter. It's only
yeah.
been like a month. So with, I know it's the Intercontinental or not Intercontinental, it's the United States Championship, so they're more flexible with that belt.
Hmm.
So him only having it for a month might not mean a lot, but with that, I think Riddle's gonna win still.
Right.
I still, yeah, I'm taking like all of your choice. No, I said Big E. I mean, I said
You said
Apollo Crews is
Apollo
gonna
instead of
win.
Big E.
Yeah,
Fair
yeah.
enough.
Okay. Anyways, moving on to what's probably going to be the main event. It's a singles match for the Universal Championship. Daniel Bryan challenging the champion Roman Reigns. And Edge is the special guest enforcer, which I have no idea what that means. Is he the referee? or is he just
No,
an enforcer? I
he's
don't
an
know.
enforcer. I don't know what that means either.
Bro, this is. I think we're gonna have two different opinions on this one. Bryce, who do you think's gonna win?
Roman Reigns, and no need to talk about it.
Dang. Okay,
Edge
fine.
versus
Whatever.
Roman at
Okay.
Mania. I don't see anything different.
I I just want to see another Daniel Bryan championship run. Look, whoever has a Universal Championship belt at Mania will lose it to Edge. I'm
Yeah.
still thinking that. I still think they'll lose to Edge.
Hmm.
But in sake of just being different, I want Daniel Bryan to win it, and I think it's gonna be a triple threat match at Mania. That's what I'm going with. But Daniel Bryan is not going to win with submission. Roman Reigns has never tapped out, and especially with this gimmick he has right now as the head of the
Tribal
table.
chief. Yeah.
Yeah, the tribal chief. He ain't tapping out. So however Daniel Bryan wins, it's not going to be with the LaBelle lock or the yes lock. It's going to have to be with 20 running knees or something like that.
I mean,
I've honestly just made it sound like now Roman Reigns is going to win if he's not tapping out.
look,
But let's go Daniel.
it could very well happen. I just don't see Roman Reigns losing. But the triple threat match, the concept of that sounds like it could happen because, Edge trying to protect Edge a little bit. Not have him get hurt the entire match. Because in a triple threat usually it's two guys fighting, one guy's resting.
Yeah.
So
Puts
a lot of pressure off of Edge. But I still think it's going to be a one-on-one between Roman and Edge. Battle of the Spears. How can you ruin that?
Yeah, that's fair. That's true. Daniel Bryan just starts using spears. That'd be crazy. But if Edge does really have the belt, I don't really see him having. This is just going off on something else, but I don't really see him having it for too long.
Yeah, I
Because
don't
it's
know.
Edge at the end of the day. He ain't 100%. So
Yeah, I mean he could ultimately fight Christian. Oh no.
Wait, I thought you were doing a little bit right there. Did you actually mean that?
Yeah, I did.
I thought you were doing a bit. I think
was
he'll
gonna
lose
say
at
you could face
SummerSlam.
Christian, but Christian Cage is in All Elite Wrestling.
I don't know how long the contract is, but what's his name?
For who? Edge?
Edge loses the belt at SummerSlam, then appears at Full Gear and hits Christian Cage. That'd be insane.
Oh no, I think Edge is just sticking with WWE.
Yeah, he is too. Supposedly, before he appeared at the Royal Rumble last year, AEW hit him up with a contract.
Yeah. Well,
It just wasn't good enough, I guess. I don't know.
yeah,
Anyways, thank y'all for watching this edition of Sports Banner. We will see y'all later.